Hey y'all. Alright, we're gonna burn. And I believe they're going first. Yeah, they're going first. Have to mulligan this one. And they're on burn. So, let's see. Yeah, no land. I have to take another mulligan. Crap, I wish I could have seen that. Oh well. And I think it was also a no land. I don't remember. Or is it poopy hand? Anyways, so this one's not so bad. As long as I get another artifact, I should be okay. Get Middlecraft, play the bridge. Still don't know what I'm up against. So yeah, here we go. On the top is a Pyxis of Pandemonium, I believe. And as soon as I see that, I know it's burn. So, go ahead and play the Pyxis out. I was thinking about blind and doing the blind needle to cut off their fetch lands, but whatever. Yep, and I named Shrine of Burning Rage because that's kind of popular here recently. So, I mean, other options are the fetch land, but I figured the Shrine of Burning Rage is like worst case scenario here, and I only run 2 Needles main, so it's important that I name the biggest threat first. Go ahead and Stirrings, and I believe, yeah, Inventor's Fair. Woo! I love Inventor's Fair. And since I know they're on burn, I'm going to go ahead and just blind mill with the Pyxis immediately, because I need my clock to be as fast as possible. So draw Inquisition, play Inquisition, get the Skullcrack, because I don't want them to stop me from gaining some life off that fair. And play Bridge. So we're good to go now. I'm still doing the blind mill. Now, I could wait until their draw phase to get information, but I want to go ahead and exile that Boros Charm now, because that's prime target, because that deals the most damage. Also gives me a good look at their library. So, their library, we see that there are 3 Eidolons here, so that means I've already exiled 1 underneath my Pyxis. What else do we got here? 4 bolts, 4 of those, 4 of those. I hit some other random stuff here, I know, with my Pyxis. It's 2 other random cards. So it's an Eidolon. That's weird. Where'd the other Eidolon go? Oh, there it is. And I don't know what else. I guess probably Helixes are the other thing that I exiled. 2 Helixes. So I go ahead and get rid of the Boros Charm now. And now I see that they don't have Shrine of Burning Rage yet. And I top deck a Lantern, so now I can control the top. I could mill this, but their biggest threat against me is Eidolon. Don't want to let them have that. I'd rather let them have that. I can gain back some life off of Fair. Which is good, because the next card, what is Eidolon? Which, now I've exiled 2 of them. I hold this in my hand, just in case I want to, like, I don't know, do some crazy stuff if I have to. I don't have to worry about anything immediately, so. And since I see the Swiftspear on top, I go ahead and play it out. Yeah. And that's it. Opponent says, good game. Yeah. So game 2. I sighted in my ley lines and 2 welding jars. I believe that's all I sighted. And I sighted out 2 needles, 2 surgicals, let's see, that's 5, and 1 bell. So opening hand, it was a risky keep, but it did have real quick, like it had that little bauble scry thing going on, and I had an early bridge. And if they have an Eidolon, I have an Abrupt Decay. So I just needed to draw into mana, which I figured with the baubles I should be able to do. I was seriously considering mulligan this, but I'll give it a shot. I was already up a game, and so far this seems to be a good, Burns like a pretty good matchup now, so Playing that out. I did draw my one black source, so now I just need a second, or black or green source, and now I just need a second for the Abrupt Decay. Yeah, they go to kill my Pixis, so in response I go ahead and sack so I can use it as a scry effect. And what did I see on top? I forget. I forgot. Oh, Inquisition, I think. Yeah. So Inquisition, go ahead and take out that Revelry. And, because these are the only other two targets. So, I guess you could, there was a chance I could have just, like, taken the Rift Bolt or the Molten Rain and Ghost Quartered the Stomping Ground, so they just can't play any Revelries for the rest of the game. But yeah. Ooh. Go ahead and bobble to try to dig. Play my bridge. It might have actually been better just to play Jar and Decay. Because it's not stopping anything here anyways. Well, I guess either way I would have had something stuck in my hand. I don't know. I don't remember. So, here I wanted to grab another Glimmer Void, but I couldn't because I just played my land for the turn, and these will still swing under. If I grab another land, I can't play an extra land for the turn. So instead I grab another Millrock. Try to increase that clock. I keep this open so that when they go to attack, I can tap, then quarter my own land to decay a critter, which is what I do. Yeah, I almost goes quarter the wrong land. And start the mill train. They go to kill me with that, so I have to ghost quarter my own land to survive. Kiki. So I'm doing so good so far. But then I draw a bridge and I can't play it, so I lose. Oh well, it happens. What else? I didn't pay attention much there. Oh well. So game 3. Game 3, holy crap balls, look at this hand. It's amazing. Leyline, I mean, if one of these were an opal, it would have been that much better. But I'll take it. I did make a misplay here. What I should have done was play Bobble Bobble Fair Shredder. And then if they play a guide, I can use Shredder on myself if I don't like the top card to try to dig into a land. Or, and still be able to have Metalcraft to gain life. But so instead I play the Lantern. That's incorrect, I think. Hey, kitty kitty. Yeah. So I want to draw that second land for the turn. I know I'm not going to. So I do want to draw that Inquisition as well, because I want to make sure they don't have an Eidolon, which they do. Go ahead and play Inquisition. Get rid of that Eidolon. Now I have Leyline, so that means all I got to worry about is Swiftspear and this Goblin Guide. And if I lay a bridge, I'm good. I actually forget that I have a Leyline out at this during this game. It's hilarious. I could have sacked Lantern to get rid of this command, but I figured it's, I'll be okay. They bolt themselves to get the extra damage in from Swiftspear. And again, I really want to get a third land. Yeah, I took 3 and I was like, oh yeah, duh. So, yeah. I believe, oh yeah, I sacked Bobble to draw an extra card, so I drew that, and then I milled the extra bridge that I had on top, so I can try to get into a land or a mana source, and sure enough I get an opal. So go ahead and play the bridge now. So now I know I have the lock. I'm just going to take a damage from, or some damage from Swiftspear, but I'm about to gain a ton of life with Fair. Yep. take a bunch of damage, but now I have a 3-rock lock with a ley line and bridge and fair. So that's going to be game. It's easy enough just to keep my opponent off of stuff. Now with the 4-rock lock, an opponent concedes. So burn doesn't seem to be a bad matchup anymore.